How's everybody doing tonight? I think we're going to have a better night tonight than last night. Man, was that a mess or what? YouTube chat going down. It made it all a hot mess. But tonight, I feel like it's going to go well because, yeah, we can't have another night like that. Definitely not, considering that guy stuck me with $320 some odd worth of bids. Anyway, that's another story. Let's take a look at what we've got tonight. We have got a bunch of autographed memorabilia. We have an autographed baseball, an autographed baseball jersey. We have some game-used batting gloves. All that's baseball. And then we have a couple of football breaks with triple threads and Luxe. But before we do that, let's take a look at who is in our customer appreciation break so far this month. This, of course, Lucky You 3. This is our July customer appreciation break. The break will be on Saturday, August the 5th at 6 o'clock Eastern. Doesn't cost you anything to get in, but the only way to get in the break is to win the nightly random, which is what we're getting ready to do. So here's the list of everybody who is in up to this point. And now we're going to figure out who gets in here tonight. If I can get us on the right spreadsheet, that is, then we'll figure out who's going to get in, who's going to get in tonight. Sometimes it's hard switching between these spreadsheets. So this is a list of everyone who is in any of the breaks tonight. I'll just kind of put in aggregate there, and then we're going to jump over here to random and let random pick us a winner. And of course, if you're drawn out of this as the nightly random winner, then you would want to come back on that first Saturday in August and get a chance to win some hits. It don't cost you anything. All right, Jake, man, it is all you tonight, which I'm not surprised. I was kind of thought it might be you last night, right? You had like so many teams last night and random didn't choose you. You had a lot of teams tonight, and tonight random shined its favor upon you, if you will. May the odds be ever in your favor, as the Hunger Games would say. All right, so we have that in the spreadsheet. Let me close that real quickly and get us back to where we need to be to take a look at who's in break number 1. And of course, this spreadsheet will go up before each and every break. So if you're in one of the later breaks, of course, you'll see the spreadsheet go up when we get to your break. So first up tonight is a 2017 Onyx Preferred Players Collection autographed baseball. This is the 3rd time we have broken that one. And I just call you Jake because, well, you know, that's like Jake RE7978. So I'm just going to call you Jake again. All right, so forgive me for that. But Jake has a lot of teams in here. And in fact, he's got probably the majority of the teams in here, it looks like. So he's definitely after this baseball. Can't blame him. There's some good names in here. And we do have one unpaid team in there. That is the Mariners. And, you know, as long as you send the payment to me, I will take care of getting you the item. But if you decide to not pay me, like the gentleman last night, of course you're not gonna get the item at that point in time. So hopefully, you know, we can just kind of keep it on an even keel. And I forgot and left that on autofocus again, didn't I? Let's take that off of there because that always makes life a little more difficult, I think. So let's try that. That ought to be a little bit better, at least where it's not constantly trying to switch back and forth. Although there is some kind of weirdness happening with the light, isn't there, tonight? Huh. I don't know what is going on with it. It's like the same. I leave it the same every night. It's like the same setting in the same place. And how it can change the way it looks from the lighting standpoint from one night to the next is somewhat beyond me. All right. So our baseball, where is the signature? There it is. All right. Our baseball says that this is Micah Johnson. And Micah Johnson had an MLB debut on 4/6/15. And guys, I'll have to go to the checklist on that, I believe, because I don't know where Micah Johnson goes. That's bad, isn't it, that I don't know that? But there's, you know, there's so many teams and there's so many players, and I can't keep them all, I can't keep them all straight sometimes. Hey, Randy, how are you tonight, man? You're happy, I see. I don't blame you. I would be too. You got something. Yay. So, all right, let me figure this out. Micah Johnson. Guys, does anybody know where Micah Johnson goes? I mean, I'm in Google trying to figure it out, but, you know, we're hoping that it'll tell us in here. Okay, well, oh boy. All right, so we got a couple of different teams. That's always a drag. All right, so we have a couple of different teams, it looks like, for Micah Johnson, and that means we do need to probably go to the checklist and see where Onyx has assigned that ball. So bear with me. Usually these are a little bit easier to come up with out of the Preferred Players Collection. You usually don't kind of have to go find the checklist, but we do today, don't we? Oh, their website is so slow. Well, while I'm working on that, which is apparently going to take me half of my life, let's go ahead and put up the spreadsheet. You can start taking a look at the spreadsheet for the next one while I try to bring up the checklist. So this is the Clubhouse Collection. This is the batting gloves, and of course, we've got a lot of things in here. We've got some of our heavy hitters in here, and we've also got a lot of prospects that we could pull. Some of the really top-notch prospects in here as well. And once again, you will see there are a few teams on there that are unpaid teams. And again, as long as you take care of getting payment to me, I will take care of getting anything you pull to you. And the Onyx website, yeah, I walked off for a second. Sorry. The Onyx website, I thought maybe I had left a checklist printed out in there, but I didn't. Only, of course, is going to show me the checklist for 2016. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set the ball aside. We will go back to the ball at the end of the break, and I will figure out if it is on the checklist for 2017. If it is not on the checklist for 2017, then it will go to the team for which Micah Johnson started 2017, because it's a 2017 product. So if it doesn't show up on a checklist, that's what will happen. It'll go to the team that he played for on opening day of this year for this product. So here are our gloves. Here are our game used gloves. And looks like maybe we have a little bit of a signature of some sort on them, and they are definitely used. I mean, they are nicely used, so that's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. I mean, like, they are full on used. I like that. That is an excellent kind of thing. And these are for, oh, nice. Look at that, guys. It's for Alfaro. So nice, nice game used batting gloves here for Alfaro, which I believe is the Phillies. I believe that is, I'm like 99% sure that is the Phillies, but I did print that checklist out, so let's just look at it. Yes, that is correct. And I got to tell you what, guys, these even kind of, these even have a little bit of an odor to them. So they are definitely used, including the sweaty, stinky sweat smell. So you are going to know that you have some game used batting gloves when you open up the box with these bad boys in them. Because it's, yeah. Oh, hey, Philip. I'm sorry. I had gone off of the chat for a minute to try to look up the baseball info, so I'm just now seeing that. I just, of course, pulled the gloves. I'm assuming that you saw that. And then on E40, Yeah, so what we're going to do again on the baseball is if it's on the checklist for a certain team with Onyx, then that's where it will go. But I have to find that 2017 Onyx checklist. Their website only showed me the 2016. If it does not come up at all on their website, if there is no official 2017 checklist, then it will go to the team that he was on for opening day of 2017, since this is a 2017 product. That again on the baseball, which I'll try to find the 2017 official checklist at the end of the break. This is a pretty short break tonight, so we'll do that right at the very end, since we couldn't find it in short order to begin with. So next up is a 2017 Gold Rush autograph baseball jersey, break number 5. And same format as before. You'll see the teams on one side and the winning bidder names across from them. And you know what? We pulled a monster out of here the last time we opened one of those, or what I consider to be a monster anyway, in that it was Hank Aaron. And I love me some Hank Aaron, so I was pretty happy when we pulled that out of there. But in general, we've been pulling some pretty nice jerseys lately, so I believe that the force is going to be with us again, and we're going to have another nice one come out of here tonight. All right, so this tonight, I believe that's going to be Thurman Thomas, right? I mean, that's what I would take that to be. And there, of course, is your signature. Here is your authentication. And I will, when I send the jersey, I will put this like in the folds of the jersey. So make sure you look for that when you get it. But that's a pretty cool little hit right there. Again, I would say that I am, I've been pretty happy with the jerseys we've pulled lately. Let's see if there's any chance that this, I think this is just custom, but, oh, no, well, maybe not, because there's, well, maybe, but it does have the Chicago, it does have Chicago written across the front, so sometimes the customs don't have that, so maybe we are, maybe it's not custom. Anyway, nice hit for the Sox, and there's your signature. And you are good to go. Oh, you found the 2017 checklist E40? Okay, great. That is awesome. So I'm glad that it exists out there in the wild somewhere. I don't know why their stupid website defaulted to the 2016 checklist when you bring it up. That's kind of silly considering where we are in the middle of 2017, but what are you gonna do? All right, guys, next up, we're switching gears a little bit. Now we're into some cards, and this is 2013 Topps Triple Threads Football. This is break number 8, and sadly the last little box I have of 2013 Topps Triple Threads. And so it's probably the last one we're gonna do for a while. That is because the price went up by, gosh, something close to probably 50%. It almost doubled in price, and I don't know why. It's really weird. It's a 2013 product, and then just all of a sudden they jacked the price up. So there you go. You did notice a new notation on that. There were a couple of teams that said no bids buyback, and that, if you haven't done a break with me before, is just how I designate orphan teams that aren't loved and aren't wanted, that no one gives a home to. And so if something comes out for one of those teams, it stays with me. Marty, the jersey was for the White Sox. The Chicago White Sox hit the jersey. And the batting gloves were the Phillies. Oh, you didn't, that wasn't you? I'm sorry, man. All right, so you're out. Well, I'm sure I will see you again. I think you'll probably be in on that last case of Tier 1, I'm guessing. So if nothing else, I'll probably see you on Friday for Tier 1 if I don't see you in between. But don't forget, we have Allen and Ginter coming up, and Optics. So we got 2 new baseballs coming out this week, and Allen and Ginter has Ian Happ and Cody Bellinger in it. Woohoo! And of course, Optic has Cody in it as well, and of course they all have Aaron Judge these days. But anyway, no, the batting gloves we already did. So we did the ball first, then we did the batting gloves, then we did the jersey, and now we're doing Triple Threads football. So did you have a question about the batting gloves, E40, before I open the packs here of the football? Do you have a question about the batting gloves? I'm just kind of, I know there's a delay in chat from when you type it to when I see it, so I'm kind of waiting for a minute here before I move forward to see what your question might be about that. If you want to jump in there and let me know. All right, well, I haven't seen, I'm sure E40 is going to let us know in a minute, so I can at least start opening the packs here while we're waiting to see. And you know, there's on the designation for the breaks E40, it doesn't mean like that it's, you know, third in the rotation. If something says number 3, although the batting gloves would be break number 1, and if I mistyped it on the spreadsheet, I apologize, because that product just came out. It is the first time we've opened it. So those numbers just designate the number of times that particular product has been opened. And the reason that's on there is if someone, of course, is ever going back to reference past videos, you know, you have to be able to know which one you had. Does that make sense? So I think that's where we are. Alex on the ball. Man, we are all over the place tonight, aren't we? The ball is Micah Johnson. And again, when we go finish the break, I'm going to go back and find the official checklist, although E40 found one for me earlier, and I believe he said that it shows as Atlanta on the checklist, but we will checklist verify that at the end of the break, Alex. All right, guys, so let's get rolling here with some triple threads. This is RG3 for the Redskins to 320, and of course our cards are mostly numbered in triple threads, even our base cards. Here's Chris Johnson for the Titans. That is to 170. Here's our first little hit of the night, and it is Giovanni Bernard to 25. And of course, these are sticker autos on here. And really, you would think, numbered to 25, maybe they could have given us 2 colors on that patch, but Topps is a little chintzy on this one. And you will see you've got some chipping down here in that lower left corner in particular. And unfortunately, a little bit of chipping along this back edge too. But you guys probably all know by now, it's super common when these come out of the packs. They all come out with some little dings on them most of the time. That's a nice looking little card. It's for the Cardinals, and it's 1 of 3. So it's a nice low number on the Stephen Taylor. And look at that. I mean, that's just a cool piece of patch right there. I wish we could see a little bit more of that one, but 1 of 3, you're not going to argue, right? So fun little patch, numbered to 3 for the Cardinals. That brings us to Mr. CJ Spiller for the Bills. That one is not numbered. Then Antonio Brown for the Steelers. Patrick Peterson, who I always want to call Patrick Patterson, because we had a basketball player at UK called Patrick Patterson. Mr. Andrew Luck to 320 for the Colts. Whoops, we're going to have a redemption in there. Brandon Whedon to 50 for the Browns. Our redemption, oh wow, DeAndre Hopkins and Cordarrelle Patterson. And it's an auto relic book. Daggone it, why did that have to be a redemption? Crud. All right, so this expired in, what, November of 2016. So there's a chance that they may still have this. Here's what I will tell you about it. Well, first of all, we'll have to go to random unless we have the same team owner for the Texans and the Vikings. But the other thing I would tell you about this, somewhere there is a phone number when you call them, because if you try to redeem that online, it's going to kick it out, and it's going to say it's expired. Here's DeAndre Hopkins to 99, and it's not even going to let you redeem it online. But if you call them and say, hey, yo, here's what's up, they will tell you, usually they'll say, well, mail it in to, my attention, whoever you're talking to, and he'll give you his name and an address. And then once they get it, they manually add it to your account. And then if they still have the card, they're going to send it to you. And if they don't, I think they find you a substitution. But I am super bummed because that is a really nice hit, on there with DeAndre Hopkins and leather-bound auto relic book. I mean, that's a sweet hit to be a redemption that's expired. Makes me so sad. All right, well, let's take a look here at our team owners and see if we have the same or different. All right, so the Texans is LSU Golf Redman, and the Vikings is Larson's Resort. Okay, so we do have two different team owners, so that means we got to buzz back over here to random. And basically listed first on that card was DeAndre Hopkins, so we're gonna put him in, and then we're gonna put in Patterson next. Well, I should do this because somebody will watch this later and not know what I've done, so let's do it like this. All right, then I'm gonna hit random 3 times, and whoever ends up on top at the end of the third random is going to get that redemption. Here comes the third one. All right, and you will see randomized 3 times. There's our date and time stamp, and that is going to DeAndre Hopkins. Texans is where the redemption is headed. So we're going to review our hits, but first, before we do that, I want to make a note on here so that I know where this is going. Now, of course, don't freak out. That's, it's on a sleeve. It's not on the card. I had somebody kind of freak out when I wrote on their redemption card, which, okay. But anyway, so I don't do that anymore. We don't want anybody to get upset about stuff that I can easily correct. So, redemption. Nice redemption. Hoping you're still going to be able to get it from Topps. DeAndre Hopkins, Texans, via random. DeAndre Hopkins material, $2.99 for the Texans. Giovanni Bernard for the Bengals. And again, you can see lots of little chipping and things going on down there along those bottom edges and corners. And then our Stephen Taylor to 3 for the Cardinals, which I still say is a pretty sweet little hit, being to 3 and having some nice materials in that. So those are our hits, and of course, the rest was base, and that wraps up 2013 Triple Threads. Shipping wise, I always, ever since I moved the nightly random to the front of the break, which is where I used to talk about shipping, I forget to talk about shipping until the middle to the end of the break. So here's the deal, guys. Shipping this stuff most likely on Thursday. Possible I can get it to you sooner. I made good progress today, and if I can, I will do my best. But Thursday is kind of the target date at the moment. So last break of the night is 1 box of 2015 Panini Luxe football. This is the second time we have broken it. And once again, you will see there are a couple of unpaid teams in here, and payment may have come in the interim. If it has, thank you. I appreciate that. I finalize the spreadsheet usually about 5 or 6 minutes before the break starts, and then I don't have access to eBay or email again until after the break, unless I, get up and go in a whole other room, which I don't like to do. So that's why if you pay after that point in time, it's still going to say unpaid on the spreadsheet during the break. But of course, you're going to get whatever you pull as long as you take care of the payment. Wayne, the nightly random. I never remember the numbers after his name in his bitter user ID. It's Jake, R-E, and then some numbers. I always forget the numbers that come after his user ID. All right, so first up, numbered 225 for the Eagles with a pretty nice little patch there, I have to say. And this is first in the series, so it's number 1 of 25, so you know that makes me happy. And overall, the little frame's in pretty good shape. If there's ever a complaint that I have about Luxe, it is the frame, that you'll often get it kind of dented or dinged or chipped or tarnished or something. But this one doesn't look to be in too bad a shape. I mean, certainly there are some imperfections, but overall, I'd say that's a pretty nice hit for the Eagles with the Darren Sproles 225. Next out, my friend Jay Ajayi, because I pull him like every time I open a 2015 product, I will pull 500 of him. And so here he is again for the Dolphins, numbered to 49. And next up is, well, if you have a little drool on this when you get it, don't be surprised, because wow, I'm in love with this Antonio Brown hit to 25 for the Steelers. You guys know I'm a huge Steelers fan. I'm a huge AB fan. And that is one sweet patch. Yeah, that is 12 of 25. And I love, 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 love the hit. So, sweet hit, Steelers. In fact, you know, I mean, I know generally people like things with signatures on them more than things that don't have signatures on them, but that's pretty solid. I like that a lot. And then finally, we have a redemption here, which is not expired, but you don't want to let any grass grow under your feet because we're close to expiration, and that is for Emmanuel Sanders, which we will go checklist verify here because we'll also find out what that's going to be numbered to. And oh yeah, Wayne, I think that's the R, the bottom of the R in, you know, brown. That's the bottom of the R and part of the O in brown on that patch for Antonio. I mean, it's like wicked sweet. I love it. That's what I'm saying. I mean, gosh, for me, you pull a nice patch and I am always going to be pretty happy. And you pull, whether it's even my team, but gosh, man, you pull one for my team and a nice one like that. Yeah, I'm uber jealous. Uber jealous. This says what? Luxe Autograph Silver. All right, so this is going to be numbered to 49 when you get it, according to the handy little checklist on the Panini website. So let's get that marked on there. And we will review our hits here. So the redemption for Emmanuel Sanders is going to be numbered to 49. That's the Broncos, of course. And Mr. Jay Ajayi, who I pull all the time. We pull again tonight, numbered to 49 for the Dolphins. So if you ever want to hit that guy, you know, pretty much I hit him all the time, just FYI. This is number 1 of 25 for the Eagles on the Darren Sproles, which is also a really nice patch as well. And I like it a lot, but you still can't really top the Antonio Brown for me, because I'm pretty sure that's, you know, part of the R and part of the O in Brown, and it is numbered to 25, and it is a sweet little hit for those Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, so that wraps up Luxe. Now let's go back and endeavor to find the official checklist. That was the last break of the night. So thank you guys. As always, I appreciate everybody breaking with me, bidding with me, hanging out and chat with me, and all that stuff. So the ball again, Micah Johnson, is what we have on the certificate for the ball. And here is what I think I need to do. I know someone has already pulled this up, and I appreciate that very much. And I believe he said that the checklist shows it as the Braves. And I am sure that that is correct. But as you guys know, I always pull this stuff up and look it up. I just do. Even when I pull Aaron Judge, I still checklist verify it, and we see that it's a Yankee because that's just, you know, that's just what I do. All right, so where is? Maybe that is it. Yeah, here we go. All right, so I'm just going to kind of show you on the iPad. So there is the checklist for Preferred Players Collection 2017. And again, our guy is Micah. Well, it'll be helpful if I, yeah. So our guy is Micah Johnson. And somewhere on here we should see Micah Johnson, although I am, yeah, there we go, Atlanta. So, which, oh wait, that does say 2016 checklist though. This is the same problem I had a second ago, because this is the 2017 product. So that still doesn't help me. We're gonna have to try again, guys, because that checklist was for 2016 and we need 2017. So we're going to try this instead. There. That says click here to view the checklist, which is what we're going to do. And then we're going to scroll down through here and look for Micah Johnson. And again, I know this is not on the official website, but their official website keeps showing us 2016, which is not what we want to see. Where are you, Micah? Why is this not even in alphabetical order? This is crazy. Well, there he is, but like, why can't I scroll down to get to it? I can like see it down there at the very, very bottom. And then I can't, where's the, okay. Why will it not? Well, you can more or less see the top of it, that it still says Atlanta in there, but we need to get a better, I need to get a better look than that. And this is just insane that they can't do a little better job than this, making this available. I'm not real thrilled with this. Okay, here is plan B. This is yet another website. You can see there that it says Checklist Preferred Players Collection 2017, and there is our friend Micah Johnson. Still says Atlanta, so whether it says 2016 or 2017, they've got him with Atlanta. So, all right, the ball is officially going to the Braves then. After all of that, we are officially back where we started, which is the Atlanta Braves. So the ball to the Braves, the glove to the Phillies, the jersey to the White Sox, and then, of course, the cards to all of their respective teams. So that is all for tonight, guys. We do have a lot of new stuff coming out this week, so check out the other posts. We've got Optic and Allen and Genter in baseball. We've got Grand Reserve in basketball, Pantheon in football, and gosh, maybe something else. A lot of new stuff rolling through. So hopefully I will see you again on another break soon. And Wayne, thank you, man. I always appreciate you being here. And you always chat with me too, which I appreciate as well. So hope everyone has a good night. And I will see you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.